likewise, if you want to work with an application filters, it is also similar stuff. So go to objects. There's a place called as application filters, where you can actually create the application filters, and it's much more dynamic stuff, right? So that means you're creating an application filter where you're not bothered about which applications are part of any category or any characteristics. So you can create an application filter based on multiple ways. So you can create an application filter based on category, based on subcategory, based on risk, tags, characteristics, multiple way. So let's say this is application filter for social networking. Okay, and you can think about the this is the name, right? And let's say my category is general internet, say social networking. I can see 130 categories over here, and I selected that. Okay, and there are multiple social networking categories which is part of this that you can see, right? So you just click on OK to this. That means under this application filter, so whatever applications that is part of this category called as collaboration or general internet and subcategory of social networking will be appearing in the list, right? And you can also create the application filter based on risk categories or tax category or based on characteristics. That is based on a requirement. So likewise, if you want to call this app filter in your security policy, you can go to the security policy, you can go to the application section, and you can add the application filter. If I just say filter, you can see that the app filter social networking which I've created will be listing here, and also it will give you the dependencies if there is anything, right? So if you want to block it, then these dependencies are not required, but if you want to allow it, then this dependencies has to be called and you have to add to the current rule, right? So generally for blocking, not required to call the dependency in the current rule, but if you want to allow this applications to work, in that case select the dependencies and click on add to the current rule if you want to make sure that the action is allowed. All right, so this is how you normally create the application groups or application filters. Okay, likewise you can also create an application group and call other application groups as well. Let us say, just for demo, I've got an application group called a social networking, and let's say I just name an application group SN2, okay, social networking 2, and I'm going to add here the application group social networking, which was a group itself inside this app group, right? So I can add this, so you can see that, right? So I can call one application group inside another application group, and actually you can call that. See this under the group column, you have got app group social networking is called here. Okay, so cool. I hope it is clear. So you can use the application group in your security policy configuration. So instead of adding individual applications manually, you can use the application groups. So the place is, you can go to the objects tab and click on the application groups, right, and then you can click add or click browse as I've shown you, right, and then you can add the respective application, right, add the respective applications in the application group. And third point, of course, monitor the logs and adjust the policies. So this is always to be followed. So if an application is not working, always make sure that check the logs to see if the required dependencies are being blocked right? So if it is being blocked, you need to call the dependency for the allow condition, right? So I hope it is clear. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.